EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Lamar changing the look. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The Ravens at 11-4 now on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now, because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
And Jackson throwing once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is Jackson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And this time, Jackson will throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, you talk about this Jets defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Hey, middle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On play action, Rodgers. Incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
You change it.
Here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
No, we changed it. Middle.
Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Go. You at X. 13.
To throw again is Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Moore, the man in motion. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hey, pick 26.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. That is caught. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and that is incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out.
To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
26. 88, 50.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Jackson going to change things up a bit. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go play action with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's is taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh will send on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field for this drive. That whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Throwing is Rodgers.